Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. So as we head into chapter 67 of the Dragon Ball Super manga, Moro has been defeated by Goku with the help of all of the others, especially Oob's god power, and Vegeta's reversed forced spirit fission. Jeez, that's a tongue twister. But at the end of chapter 66, as Goku stands at the crater created by Moro exploding, we're left with the question, is Moro really gone? Well,
I don't think so.
Most everybody that I've seen talking about it on Twitter and on YouTube with everybody's reviews, everybody's doing their top 10 lists of the Moro arc and how great the Moro arc was and how great the end of the Moro arc was. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, it's not over yet. What are you talking about? It just ended with Goku thumbing up everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get into why I don't think it's quite over yet. I have a feeling that Moro is gonna pop back up in some way, shape, or form, and we're finally gonna get the finale to the Moro arc. So chapter 66 was the climactic battle, but it wasn't the end, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go all the way back to Dragon Ball when Goku fought Piccolo Jr. and he did the Super Kamehameha on Piccolo Jr. They thought he was done for. The announcer was counting Piccolo as a loss, and Goku turned to everybody and gave everybody the thumbs up. What happened then? Piccolo popped right back up and blew a hole right into Goku's chest. And only after that did we have our actual finale. So if you jump a little bit further ahead, we got Yamcha versus the Cyberman. Yamcha defeated the Cyberman and was standing above the little crater that he made, and he was so proud of himself, and then he blew into smithereens. So this all plays into the trope of Dragon Ball characters kind of celebrating victory a little too early instead of, giving it a moment to make sure that your opponent is down for the count, So now, if you look back at every single arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga, every single climactic and final battle between Beerus and Goku, Goku and Hit, the freaking Zamasu and Zeno, I guess, and then in the Tournament of Power with Frieza and Goku versus Jiren, those were climactic battles, and none of them ended at the very end of the chapter. And I definitely think it's very much intentional for Toyotaro to end chapter 66 with Goku giving everybody the thumbs up, indicating that Moro was defeated, because then when Moro pops up to attack Goku for one last time, it's going to be that much more surprising because we thought that he was gone. It looked like he was defeated. That was a giant explosion, right? So given Toyotaro's history here, I feel that the actual finale of the Moro arc will be around halfway into chapter 67, and then the rest of chapter 67 will be the start of the next arc. So what is actually going to happen in the finale of the Moro arc here? So I definitely think that Goku is going to get attacked by whatever is left of Moro. Obviously the copy gem is gone, so his Maris abilities, or the power of Maris, is gone, but Moro should still be fused with the Earth because he has not been split. Now, bringing that up, that brings us to the final reason I think this is not the end, is that Vegeta specifically brought up that he has the ability to split fusions. Now, granted, he could have said that to set up for him doing so in a future arc, but I definitely don't think that Toyotaro thought that far ahead, considering that they didn't even know which direction they were gonna go in this for the next arc until like a month ago. So I definitely think that Toyotaro as a writer was intending to utilize this ability in this very arc. So what's going to happen? Moro's going to attack Goku and maybe even injure Goku, and this is going to give Vegeta an opening to actually use Force Spirit Fission to split Moro's fusion, probably with the Earth. So that's going to degrade Moro to just Moro 7-3, and then it's going to be tough because everybody is out of energy. They used up all of their energy to give to Goku, so that he could go back into Ultra Instinct. So they don't have much power left. But Moro is still fused with 7-3, who has unlimited stamina, so he should still be at full power, although the damage he sustained by Goku's Susanoo attack could be a big factor in it as well. And this would also give an opening to have not one, but two of our protagonists defeat the main villain. So, you know, you have Goku with Oob's God Power defeating Earth Moro 7-3, right? So now that Earth Moro 7-3 is kind of out of the picture, that copy order is gone, Maris's power is no more. Now we have a possibility of Vegeta actually taking Moro down for good. So Goku takes him down, but he's not down for the count. So Vegeta steps in and has to take him down for the count. So the problem arises when you think of where Vegeta's going to get the energy or power to do so. It's possible that he could use Force Spirit Fission to take Moro's energy and bring it into himself and use that energy to defeat Moro. I think that would be an excellent way to do it, because then it would be Moro's power being used, like the energy that Moro took is being used against him, you know? Even though it kind of was already, he was absorbing so much that his mind just went blank. So speaking of that, we don't have any real catharsis or satisfying realization by Moro that this is his end. You know, he is being defeated because his mind was gone. He was just some freaking crazy mental case when he exploded. So while the action and everything was satisfying, but from the perspective of Moro's character, it's not very satisfying and it's not very climactic at all. It's just, oh, he went crazy by too much energy and then he dies. We don't have, because this guy, you know, he's been evil the entire arc. We need to have some sort of closure for him as a character in and of himself. So that's all the reasons I think that chapter 66 isn't quite the end yet. So as far as what the rest of the chapter is going to be filled up with, well, we have Beerus and Whis heading to the Grand Prix. I think that is the most obvious direction that they're going to go with the next arc, probably something having to do with the higher gods, and I really hope they do. I really want to explore the higher gods dynamics a little bit more. I think that would be an interesting way to go, but I actually think that chapter 67 is going to start with them arriving with the Grand Priest and then shoot back to Goku standing above the crater. I think that's a possibility, actually. I don't know if I really think that's going to happen, but I think that's a possibility. Narratively speaking, it would kind of juggle the pacing around a little bit, keep things a little bit more fresh. Or the first page is just going to be Goku getting stabbed in the chest. But well, let me know what you guys think is going to happen. Do you agree with me that Moro's not completely gone? Or do you think that that's just it? You know, and what do you think the next arc is going to be about? Just let me know down in the comments. Drop your thought waves down in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. Take it easy.